Hello everyone, this is Kim Quady with KimPlaysWithPaper.com. I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Mesa, Arizona, and I love to come live to show you what I've been working on in my craft room. I had a request from someone to make them some cards using Stampin' Up's Silly Safari stamp set. It's in the annual catalog, and it's so stinking cute. The animals, the little jungle animals, are just so fun. I've made a couple of plays with it, but I sat down over the weekend and made a whole handful of cards, which I'll show you the samples and then make a card with you. They're just so fun. Hey Shirley, thanks so much for joining. Thanks everyone. If you can pop in live, if you can't, no worries. Please watch the replay. Let me know if you have any questions, anything you need to know about stamping or paper crafting. I'm happy to help. So let's just pop down to the workspace and I will show you what I was working on over the weekend. Hey Alexina, thanks so much for popping in. You'll find this Silly Safari stamp set on page 83 of Stampin' Up's annual catalog. It also is bundled with the 1 7/8 inch circle punch, so there's that to know as well. But the little giraffe is so cute. The monkey, the tiger, and the sentiments are super fun as well. So just kind of sat down and started playing with it and got some cards that we'll be able to send off in the mail. Hey, Margaret, thanks for joining from North Carolina. I hope all is well there today. All right, well, let's start. I was inspired by my friend and team member, Angela Schmidt. She used the Silly Safari stamp set for a team meeting earlier in June. So I kind of took some inspiration from her. Hey, Beth, good morning. Thanks for joining. So this is one of the cards that Angela designed and had us make. Cute little giraffe. It is a slider card, so you pull it out and it slides out like that. And she was very patient walking us through that fun slider card. And then we had this cute little tiger and a gift card holder. And we even stamped that on the inside. The designer series paper, that's the celebratory sips. It's kind of fun to look through all of our papers and find something that's jungle-ish and safari-ish. And then this was her never-ending card. I'm guessing I won't be able to open it correctly, but I'll do my best. Kind of opens like this, and but you can see all of the little jungle and Silly Safari images that we used in that card. All right, so now let me show you what I came up with. It was something a little bit on this simpler side, but still so very cute. So this is the first one using the little rhino. One of the purposes is this month Stampin' Up! Is offering 15% off all of its 2025 to 2027 in colors. So we're looking at my cloud cover base, we're cardstock, designer series paper, ribbons, gems, all those things. And you might not think of the designer series paper, but this is a piece from the Florals in Bloom, and that is 15% off as well. But I'm using cloud cover and a secret C for that cute one. So I kind of went on the same layout. It does use the textured notes dies, which I absolutely love. Happy birthday, you party animal. So I don't know. I think it's so cute. All right. And then we have, the little monkey. Here's your, yes, Kay, thank you for popping in. It is just so fun. Sometimes it's just fun to just play. And so here we have the little monkey peeking out from the corner. And that designer series paper is the Timeless Plaid 6x6 designer series paper. The leaves come in the set as well, so he's peeking out of the jungle. And I don't know what, you'll have to tell me which of the animals you think is your favorite, which is the cutest. It's hard to decide. Here's that fun giraffe. That designer series paper is from the Regals 6x6 paper packs, where you get several sheets of each of the Regals, and there's a pack for the in colors and subtles and brights and all of them. All of them. All right, and here's our tiger friend. And that designer series paper is from the celebratory sips. So it's kind of fun to, like I said, to find the different papers that go with it. And then, of course, I could not leave out the zebra. So this designer series paper on the back is the botanical textures. And, of course, I had to find some gems that matched and some fun little ribbons. The linen thread works well for more of a rustic theme. Now, here's where my inspiration from Angela came in. So I took her layout here with the tiger and adapted it for a large card. So this uses the timid tiger. Timid tiger is also one of the in colors, the 2025, 2027. So all of its components are on sale as well. You love all the animals, Sandy. Thanks so much for weighing in. They are cute. Have you anybody played with this set? So it's your day. Go wild. Woohoo. It's your birthday. So there's that one. Also, I moved on to, my goal was, let's try to see if I can use all of the animals in one card. And again, I'm using that Timeless Plaid designer series paper and used the Stampin' blends to color all of the animals. Did I miss one, or are they all in there? But I just had some fun playing and thought that I would share that with you today. Thank you big time. I did, again, was inspired by Angela's layout for her card and adapted that to fit a full card. Stamped the leaves in garden green, and then I fussy cut or hand cut those out. All right, I've cased this one from Pinterest, but just our giraffe poking his head up here in all of the jungle. Hey, Beth, I know this is kind of your set. Have you played with this? I'd love to see what you've made. But crumb cake base, and I just created that background with the leaves from the set. And the sayings in that are just so fun. Hakuna Matata, no worries. So we've got all the little animals poking their heads out. I probably could have added some jungle leaves. I remember The Lion King was the first movie our son went to in a movie theater. So that was the fun song from that movie. So there are my samples. And I'm actually just going to give the dimensions 4 and make this one today. Hey, Noreen, thanks for popping in. Again, you can find this stamp set, the Silly Safari, in the annual catalog. And if you lose track and you need some different measurements, look for them on my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com. So I have started with the base of the cloud cover, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Hey, Brenda, thanks for joining. I always give that a good burnish with the bone folder. And then this Secret C. Oh, you haven't ordered it? Oh my goodness. That surprises me. I know you just love animals, and you'll do such amazing things with it, Beth. This is the Secret C design with some cloud cover in it, 5 1/4 by 4. The other side are, it's from the Florals in Bloom. So this designer series paper is 15% off as well. So I'll just, very basic card today, but I have told you before, I'm pretty clean and simple. I love to go for the cute factor, of course, and this is cute. All right, so then that just fits nicely on my card front. And I think I mentioned, so there's my cloud cover. That is die cut with the Textured Notes dies. And that, if you need to cut, that's about 4 1/4 by 3. And then the basic white, that's also the Textured Notes. Can you see all the little stitching around there? That's what I really like about it. And that one, if you don't have those, but you want to cut, that's about 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. Basically. All right. And then I do have that piece for the inside. So I have the little guy already on my block. Let's stamp him first. I'm going to use Memento ink because I'm going to color with the Stampin' Blends, and that's the ink that pairs the best with that. So all right, we just want him in the corner, and they're kind of designed to do that little pop out. Actually, if I remember now, when I was making these on the other day, I did stamp the sentiment first to make sure I had enough room. But happy birthday, you party animal. So super cute. Who wouldn't want to get one of these in the mail? So fun. So again, using the Memento for that, you could change up the color combinations. Secret C would work as well. All right, and then let's bring in our garden green for those leaves. Just to add some color, and he's in the jungle having a party with all of his friends. Okay. And you can put these anywhere you want. I kind of tried to fill in some of the white spaces. And they kind of, the leaves ended up in different spots every time I made the card, but just fun to experiment with all the animals and find the designer series paper. Just have fun playing around in my craft room. All right, well, let's color then. I did bring in the light cloud cover and the light smoky slate. And I'm not going to take time to blend right now. I'm just going to color. But with the Stampin' Blends, these are our alcohol markers. The color just goes on so smoothly. Makes it easy to be successful with these. There are lots and lots of different blending techniques for flowers and the such, but and I suppose you could make your rhinoceros any color you want. I mean, if you even wanted him to be purple, he's your rhinoceros, you can do that. So let me just try to color quickly for you so you don't have to. At least he's small. It won't take me all day to get him colored. But so it was fun to color all the little animals, and you could make a stack of these and give them for a gift or have them ready to send for all those birthdays. Had a lot in August and quite a few more in September. I guess that's a good thing. Everyone's celebrating birthdays. Okay. All right, he's ready now. Okay, so what I did is I just layered the white colored onto our cloud cover, and then I will get some linen thread for that. The linen thread is just on a roll like this, and I just grab quite a bit, maybe 20 to 20 something. And I try to take my fingernail and just kind of drag it along to maybe get a little bit of that twist out of it. When I have a long piece like this, to make that kind of doubled up look, I start with my ribbon or your ribbon or your linen thread on the top, and then I wrap one side around, and then I wrap the other side around and create a bow from there. And then I can trim off any of the extras that I have left over. Very at the end, after I finished, I will pop in and show all the samples real quick again, in case you want to see those or be ready to take photos. Some of the photos will be on my blog and in subsequent days. Now, I could put like a whole bunch of Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of that, but I also found that the foam adhesive sheets work really well. So I'll just cut that to size, and what it will do is make it really a nice solid back, so there isn't any sagging. So I'm just going to trim a little piece off of here. That should fit, well, a little bit more. And then I can use the leftovers in other ways. So these are just double-sided, and it will fit right on here. So I'll just peel off this side and place it on here. So it gives it a really nice solid background to put on the front of your card. And quick and easy. Then you're not tearing all those little pieces off of your dimensionals. We also need some gems. I did pull in the cloud cover gems. These are the 2025, 2027 in color flat pearls. So I used all the Secret Sea, cloud cover, timid tiger, darling duckling, and strawberry slush. And if you like a sale, these are on sale as well. 15% off through the end of August. And I'll just put 3 of those on the card. Kind of got to have gems. And then for the inside, let's just stamp a couple of the jungle leaves, and then we'll have some space to write a note. And you can decorate that any way you like. Even a picture of or a stamp of the rhinoceros would work really well. So, getting ready to show samples from the holiday catalog. Stampin' Up's holiday catalog goes live September 3rd. So stay tuned for some fun and exciting samples, and that from the online exclusives as well. Your catalog should be showing up in the mail soon. All right, so there is our cute. It's really super cute. And I'll work backward from some of the others I showed you. Just kind of give you a review in case you popped in a little bit later and don't want to rewind. But thanks to Angela for my inspiration. Just have a whole nice, the one with the monkey and the giraffe. Thank you. Thanks, Shirley. These are just so cute. All right. I'm sitting in here saying cute, 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 and my husband's just shaking his head. Has to come in and see what I'm making. All right, there we are. There are the creations I made with the Silly Safari stamp set from Stampin' Up's annual catalog. Check my blog at kimplayswithpaper.com for measurements and the instructions and some more photos. Thanks everyone for joining me today. I do appreciate you being here. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great rest of your day, week, and weekend. And until next time, everyone, happy stamping. Bye-bye.